Hey YouTube, it's me, Sunshine Natural, and I'm super excited. This is my very first YouTube tutorial, and I did a two-strand twist. I was trying to avoid shrinkage. That's probably my least favorite thing about twist outs. But if you're interested in achieving this look, then please stay tuned. So I started on a 4-day-old twist out, and I really liked this twist out, but I just felt like it was time for a change. And so what I did is I just parted it, and I knew I was going to start this in two sections, and I was going to moisturize the bottom section with a Target Nothing Fancy water bottle. I just squirted my hair. I did not want to put too much moisture in because, again, I'm trying to get a stretched out twist out, and I knew if I put too much moisture in, then it would just shrink right back up. So once I added the moisture, then I used some Curl and Style milk from Shea Moisture, and this was a brand new purchase for me, so much so that I still had the package seal on top. But I just used a quarter size amount, and you can see I liked it. It had a nice slip, it had a nice smell. I liked it. It was moisturizing. It's something that I probably will keep using in my hair regimen. So I just used that Shea Moisture product to finger detangle, and I was just going to loosely grab a chunk of hair. My plan was to just do 4 big twists at the bottom and then a few more at the top. So once I finger detangled, I secured the rest of my hair out of the way, and I was going to do a flat twist on my hair, just kind of a big, chunky, messy flat twist. That's my daughter, excuse me. And I'm not the biggest fan of finger detangling, mostly because typically I'm not patient enough to finger detangle my hair. So the first couple ones are nice and finger detangled and the rest are ripped out. But you can see I sealed my hair with coconut oil. I got this coconut oil from Whole Foods, and the only thing I don't like about coconut oil is that in the wintertime it gets really cold and you really have to dig it out with your fingernail. And then you have to warm it up with your fingers. And then in the summertime it's the opposite. It's like watery, and then it's like all over your hair and you're like super oil girl. But other than that, I use the coconut oil to seal my hair, paying special attention to the middle to the ends of my hair. And so once I work that through, then I'm going to continue on with a flat twist, just grabbing a little bit at a time, because I wanted those twists, even though it was a bigger, chunkier twist, I wanted it to be a little bit more defined. And I find that if I do smaller pieces, if I grab smaller pieces, then it's a little bit more defined. So I try my best to make sure that the ends are smooth as I go towards the end. Really, the ends are the most important part of a twist out. So then once I get to the end, I add a little bit of water, and then I'll add a little bit more oil, which you didn't see, and then I just kind of twist it with my fingers. I love when I can have just a natural twist at the end of my hair. It doesn't always work out, but when I can work out, then I do like it to do that. So far, I'm really pleased because it is nice and stretched out. I'm just hoping that it will continue to be stretched out as I sleep. So I'm going to speed up the process here, and it looks like I'm going to mega speed it up. I'm just going to continue on with flat twisting my hair all the way around the back end of my hair, and I'm not going to be really neat about it, just kind of chunky. And I did 4 at the bottom, and I believe I did like 8 at the top. So right here I'm showing you some heat damage that I have. I flat ironed my hair probably about a year ago. I went to the salon and got it flat ironed, and then you can see the heat damage right there. Boo, heat damage. But I just kind of work around it, and I think a flat twist is the perfect way. In fact, a twist out in general is the perfect way to walk around heat damaged hair because you can't really see it. So as you can see, I twist out, or excuse me, flat twist my entire head. And now I'm just going to take one more step in really stretching out this hair. And I've copied this process from both Mahogany Knots, and I've seen Natural 85 do this, where you just take one strand and you kind of stretch it and pin it across your head. And the thing I liked about this is it did give me a nice stretched out hair, but the thing I didn't like about it is it kind of flattened my twists, and I didn't really expect that. It was not bad, but it just wasn't what I expected. So I don't know that in the future I will do another flat twist with the additional stretching because I tend to like my hair a little bit fuller. But if that's what you're looking for, then go for it. It was good. It just wasn't what I was necessarily looking for. And I'm tender-headed, and all those extra bobby pins at night were no joke. So as you can see, I'm twisting the hair with my finger to make them a little bit tighter, and then I'm pinning it to my hair. I wonder if that had anything to do with why they turned out flat, or if it was just my big head resting on them as I slept. And after I did all of the pinning, I realized that there was one or two strands that just weren't curled well at the end. So I used some, what are those called? Perm rods at the end of my hair. Then I covered it with my, what is this thing called? I can't think. What is this thing called? Scarf. I covered it with my scarf, and my scarf always falls off at night. So I don't even know why I try, but it's the right thing to do. So I woke up and I just took it out. Nothing really fancy there. One thing I will say is I was really pleased at the shine that the combination of that curl milk and the coconut oil left. That's something I definitely will continue to do. And when I twist out my hair, when I take out the twists, I just grab one end and then I just kind of twirl the other end off my hair, as you can see, and then I just kind of rake my fingers through the hair to loosen it. I normally do my takeouts very quickly because either I'm on my way to work or I'm trying to beat the kids and my husband, like I'm trying to get ready before they're awake. So in that, today, that was the case where I was trying to get ready before everybody woke up. And I did fast forward this part because if you've seen one person take their hair out, then you've probably seen a million. So I just continue to untwist and rake with my hands, and I try to take out any tangles as I go. And then when I'm all finished taking out all my twists, I tend to really shake my roots, kind of massage my scalp, and just kind of lift that hair up, especially since I don't really pay close attention to my scalp when I twist. I try to cover how messy I am with my flat twist by adding a lot of volume. So there it is. That was my stretched twist out. Again, it was a little more of a wave than a curl, and I think that's because of the last step of stretching those curls out. But I liked it. It was not what I expected, but it was kind of more of that, like, almost like crimped, if you remember that from the 80s, or maybe people are still doing that. But it almost looked more like a braid out than a twist out. But I liked it. It wasn't bad. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and have a good day, night, whenever you're watching this. Bye, YouTube.